Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. Season 3, we are back. We are back.
That's right.
What's up, Mom?
Go.
Mr. Nick, I want the smoke, Rosario.
Hey, what's happening, kids? How we doing?
Janae, Sean, thanks for having me.
That's to him.
You may play talk football and basketball. Rich,
Is Carson back?
When everyone played to the last play. There's other leagues like Raiders, Blues. How hard is it for this guy? You know what I'm saying? I would think the Cubs spend the money.
I'm gonna call your mama.
Like we can't back up.
I know it.
maybe you guys need to start wearing cream.
All right. I am Janae Struther.
I am Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo that is Let's Talk Football. And it's Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. So we hoping you feeling all right. Because we here, we chilling. You see who I'm with. You see this guy right here. They call him Nine, the poet. And you know it. He's in the building. My man Nine, what's the word, Big Bird? How you feeling, man?
Yeah, I'm just here for the vibes, you know what I'm saying? You know the drill. No, I'm feeling good though, man. I'm chilling, bro. You know, it's been a long day, but we here right now.
I'm about to say, you were telling me before, man, you was in that Texas heat, that unforgiving Texas heat, huh?
Woo. Yeah, man. Yeah,
I
man.
didn't want to go.
I'm a co-owner of a Italian ice truck, and we had an event at the Aldine ISD. I guess like the bus facility. And yeah, man, it's work. It's different when it's hot, you know, but you know, I'm blessed, man. It could be worse. I couldn't have no work at all, you know what I'm saying? I could be ugly. You feel me? So, you know, I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful. How about you? What's up with you, boss?
Man, my man. After I got off with you this morning from doing the walk and chatting with you and Alex, I ended up going over to the little the NC Works little job spot, looking up some places, applied to some like little AM radio stations. They got a little gospel station up there, man.
Okay.
Maybe I can get in there and work from the ground floor up. I don't know, man.
Hey, man, you know it's scripture. Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm telling you. When I saw that, I was like, man, this might be. Hey, I said, God, if this is what you got for me, come on, open the doors.
Amen.
So we gonna put. Go ahead.
Tabernacle. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all you need to say. That's what's up, yo. And then between that and then coming back, help Pop cut the grass, or whatever. So man, I just been chilling, man. I just been chilling. And then but we've been talking through and through. And
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all rocking here with us, man. We live on TikTok and we live on YouTube. So still just like all the time, tap that screen, do what y'all do on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll share it out to people. So we'll see what they talking about. But man, look, we come in here, man, because as you know, we talk football, we talk sports, we talk a lot of stuff. We'll get into a lot of that. But I talked to you about something the other day, and I talked to you about something this morning, and basically about this whole Jackson Dart situation, man. And we powwowed about it. We chit-chatted and did this and that. But other people are getting involved. Other people are having their 2 cents to say. So if y'all don't know, real quick, I'm going to show you the video. Jackson Dart introduced at a rally, introduced President Donald Trump and I'm gonna play this, and we gonna chop it up.
Look, Big Blue Nation, it's a pleasure to be here. I gotta start this off with a Go Big Blue. I love it if y'all follow with me. Go Big Blue, go Big Blue, go Big Blue, go Big Blue. What an honor, what a privilege it is to be here. And without further ado, I'm grateful, I'm honored, I'm pleasured to introduce the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, President Donald J. Trump.
So now I had to keep it silent towards the end because they started playing music, and I ain't trying to get no copyright strikes and nothing like that. We ain't paying for the music or whatever. So seeing that, man, look, real talk, my man Nine's a Texans fan, and he got issues with his quarterback already. I'm a Commanders fan. I'm just trying to have my quarterback stay healthy. When you seeing that, Nine, does that do anything for you, man? How you feeling about seeing Jackson Dart come out here and introduce the president, man? What you thinking?
You know, I feel like sports is made to bring us together, and all that did was separate us, not just in general, but I'm sure it separated the locker room. You know what I'm saying? I feel like certain people, when it comes to our culture, they're good when they're doing good. You know what I'm saying? But they would never understand because they can always go back.
There it is.
And for the lack of better words, they can always go back and be white. You know what I'm saying? When you dug in the end zone and you hitting the nay and you got your grill and all that, you become relatable, and people outside of your people get to loving you, but you wasn't doing none of that, where you was at in that moment. And I feel like that's the only thing that really just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I can't be upset because, he decided to get his bag, or that's who he really wants to vote for, because that's what democracy is based upon.
Right.
Conflict and differences, and voting to choose which one. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. It's just, I really hope that we hold our culture more valued and hold him more accountable. Where, look, man, stop all that shucking and jiving, bro.
Come on. I mean, and I think that's it. First, let me shout out to Zero over in the comments. Hit me with them oldies. Appreciate you. Definitely tap in. Tell us how you feel about this topic. But I mean, that's the point. And a lot of people are messing this up, talking about, oh, you have an issue with Republicans, or it ain't Republican, it ain't Democrat. Okay. And to be honest with you, it really ain't even about Trump. I think you hit it on the head, where it's really, if we really talking about it. Vaughn up in the comments. What up, Vaughn? If we really talking about it, it's the shucking and jiving. It's exactly what you're saying. It's him sitting here wearing the chains, him trying to sit here and act like he ashy, and he can be invited to the cookout. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden acting like if he goes over in this space, which his response, was that, oh, I've always respected that the office, and I've always respected, the president and all this and all that. You can do all that, okay? But you can't be both doing the dances and scuba and all that stuff and going over here shaking hands and being besties talking about Go Big Blue. Those two things don't work. And you can't sit here and act like it's not going to have an effect on your locker room when the majority of your locker room is against everything that this man is doing. I'm sorry, it just it's not that easy for you. And it's like you said. I think the real issue here is how they can seem to go back and forth over lines and go out here and do all that and be cool on our side. And all of a sudden now you over here and I don't see what the problem is. But clearly, if we do it, and if we sit here and do anything, we gotta bear the brunt of all that crap. So man, I got an issue with it, man.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Drewski does it very well.
Yeah,
Drewski plays that side, man.
He does.
And he get backlash from them acrylic people, but it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And people like Logan Paul, or not Logan Paul, but the other Paul, well, I'm gonna do blackface. And it's like, no, you're not.
Nah.
You're not. You dare not. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So we do it all the time. White chicks, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say we do it all the time because that's probably the only example that I really have of it going, But still though, like I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. Even then, I still agree with you.
Yeah. Because even when you bring that up, because I've heard people say, and then obviously with what's her name, Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica Kirk. Oh, if we did it, then it'd be this and it'd be that. Well, here's the difference, okay? There's a history of y'all doing that. And in history to mock and make fun of and characterize Black people as shucking and jiving and doing all this. And it was a misrepresentation of a whole sect of people, a whole demographic of people. And that's why it's not okay. Okay. Now we could easily say the white chicks, that rendition, and even Drewski was comedy. It's all in comedy. When they do it, ain't nothing comical about it. They're doing it to make, when they dress up for Halloween and doing all this stuff and pimps and all this nonsense, they're not doing it for a comedic value. The only people finding it funny is them. And so that's the problem I have, is where if you coming over here and you're trying to be this and you trying to be hard, blah, 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 and then you coming back, it don't work that way. And the reason being is because, unfortunately, in this country, there's a history. There's a certain that's always been up here. There's a class system. They've always tried to keep us down. And if you have any question about that, go look at what the southern states are doing to the different areas. Yeah, representation. They're shutting down our representation everywhere. So I can't get behind that mess, man.
Nah, I'm not with it either. I feel like football should be football. Like at the end of the day, if you're an athlete, especially a young athlete like Jackson Dart is just his second year. You feel me? Like get in the weight room, get in the field room. You got other things you could be doing than doing that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the Giants have high expectations all the time. You know what I'm saying? And so, bro, instead of, but that money make you. He on a rookie contract, and Trump
speak on it.
I got something for you. You know what I'm saying? I got something for you, man. What they only paying you a couple $100,000, you only get $1 million. Everybody, I give you your whole salary right now. What you want?
See, and but you know what though, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think that needs to also be addressed, because when we talk about tap dancing for particularly this president, we can't sit here and act like there ain't a number of celebrities that we have had respect for at one time or another that have taken the dollar to do what they got to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
we just seen Kevin Hart do it. Yeah.
That's my point, man. Like, and you kind of sit here, and we all kind of sit here like, oh man, how can you do that? And how you out here doing? But to your point, and Nine, you and I are kind of in the same spot where, we got little side gigs, but we ain't got that main gig right now. And it's kind of like, if somebody threw the whole bag at us, it's like, look, I just need you to walk up here and introduce him, and then you can shake his hand and you can roll out, and we can give you the whole joint. That's where the character joint come in, because it's like, how are you gonna do it? And it's easy for us to be like, no. And the way mama raised me, I couldn't do it, man. I'd rather die penniless than sit here and be rich and sell out on that mess. But we can't act like we haven't seen it done. I'll say that.
I got an auntie. She was my granny's sister, so I call her Gigi now because my granny gone. You know what I'm saying? So she literally like my granny. You feel me? I still got her to look at in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she done marched. She done been through some stuff. She done seen segregation alive in it. She seen white only water fountain. Like she seen that with her own eyes in a building in real time. I can't, bro. Like I just can't. I got like, and I got problems. Like I would love to take $200,000. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be honest in this moment. But you know what I'm talking about? Like that's just something that I feel like people go back and forth with, man. Like, man, these bills sure is real, but in our case, because we hold that melanin in our skin. Jackson don't have to worry about that. He got to worry about us being angry with him, but we're not lineage, we're not people, we're not descendants, we're not nothing.
Exactly. Where
me and you, we got actual blood that's like, yo, what you doing? Like, right. You know what I'm saying? We got people. Well, I know people that's losing their health care, you know what I'm saying, and retired. So now you gotta pay for it, and they was paying $40 a month. Now they paying $340 a month. You know what I'm saying? I know people who worked in corporate, like worked in nice jobs. Them jobs ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? I know people who have, children on the spectrum, you know what I'm saying? And they healthcare done changed. So now they gotta go through hoops just to make sure their babies is taken care of. And they require more attention than the regular person. So I just can't, bro. I like sitting here right now, all the way in Houston, not in DC. It's hard for me to say I wouldn't do it. I mean, it's easy for me to say I wouldn't do it. And maybe if Trump came to me, I might waver. But I feel like if Trump coming to me, then I got money. So if I got money, I'm definitely not about to do it.
Right, because he ain't coming to just nobody. He coming to you, and he got an agenda. He got a motive. You know what I mean? You got some kind of pull somewhere. So I feel you on that. And that's what it is, man. What's the price for your soul, essentially? It's for your integrity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how because to your point, I think that was a great point, man. Because he don't gotta look at his ancestors, essentially, his family that's struggling, his people in his community. He don't gotta deal with that stuff. I got a pops that's 86. My pops was born in 39. So he's seen it all. He was there before, before Brown versus Board of Education, before the Civil Rights Bill, before, you know what I mean? He knows what they're trying to do, and he knows it when it was actually happening and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So this is one of these things where it's kind of like, ain't no way we can go back. And that's I think one of the biggest problems I have is that he can easily put on this kind of cape of, yo, I can, do this dance and I'm cool. I'm in the hip. I'm blah, blah, blah. And now when this stuff goes down, shout out to my guy, Jay Red, who said it. Y'all act like Slim don't come from, he from Seattle, Washington. He got that paper, man. Shout out to my guy, DJ J Red in the building, man. And this is also facts. The rest of the NFC East is loving this because we want this friction. We want all this. But this guy can go back to his nice calm bed and nice community. He can play both sides of the field. Everything is straight in his side of town, and he's not understanding the gravity of the situation. And I think that's where I'm gonna go to this next clip by Abdul Carter. That's where this comes into play, where Abdul Carter where the reason this made a whole big made the news and was such a big issue is Abdul Carter essentially put up a tweet of the picture and said, "I thought this was AI, or I thought this was AI. This is messed up." You know what I mean? And he just did another interview real quick, and they asked him essentially, did Jackson Dart apologize?
No, I don't want him to say he's sorry. Like, stand on what you believe in, but it can't be a problem when I stand on what I believe in. And that's all that matters to me. Just as long as we have that understanding, it's all good. Some things are bigger than football, and this is one of those things. Jackson is one of our leaders. He's the face of our franchise. He not only represents himself and what he does, but he represents all of us. And that goes for anybody who wears a Giants uniform. But if he chooses to align himself with a man like President Trump, it's my responsibility, based on what I believe and what I stand on, to not only show my teammates that I'm against that, but to show the world. And that doesn't mean that we have to spread hate. It doesn't mean that me and Jackson hate each other or we have beef. I sit next to Jackson every day, every team meeting, we close, we talk. You know, as long as we make sure we got the same goal as a team and our goals align, which they do, and I feel like that's all that matters. So I just want to move past.
So, man, what's your thoughts on that, man?
I think everything good when you're winning. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to my people yesterday. Shout out my boy Bird, Pac-Man, and shout out Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? And we was talking football, and it's a lot of things that we just need to see. Like, we're like, hey, we're gonna see next year, and a lot of things, and that's another one. As long as they winning, we not even gonna remember this happened. You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
But as soon as they start losing, and let's just be honest, you know, with the Giants, it's really an offense versus defense type of situation when it comes to this disagreement. The whole offensive line is white. The quarterback is white.
There you go.
The running back is white. That's over half of the offense. You know what I'm saying? You got two brothers. Well, really, you got. I know one brother for sure. The other one got traded, so I don't know what they got going in tight end. I don't know what they got going in receiver. But them only three positions on the other side of that 8. You know what I'm saying? Or 7, somewhere in there. Yeah, 8. You know, so I just feel like you know. Abdul was being kosher. I feel like he was being respectful and nice. Always sit next to each other, and things are bigger than football. And me and Jackson talk every day. But do you? Because I don't have no Trump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My nephew said, man, and he really like my brother now. He grown. He's 32. Man, you know, Trump gave me a little extra on my income tax. I said, shut up, bro.
Man.
Don't do that. And I ran down the list. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
I don't really have Trump friends. You know what I'm talking about? Like we are divided. Like the Trumpers on their side and we on our side. You know, so that's like you can't really say what it is though, because again, the media take that and run with it, and you really will mess up the team flavor. But I tell you what, though, let them Giants lose some Cowboys. Let them Giants lose to them Eagles. Let them Giants lose to them Commanders.
Let's
you
go.
Know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
There we go. I know you excited. Then
you already know that.
We're gonna be talking about it again. We gonna circle back, like I just said. Hey, we're gonna come back to that because I don't really know. I can't call it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I see what it is.
Shout out to our girl Tyra is in the comments.
Tyra is in the building. Boop, 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 boop.
What up, girl?
Hey, little mama. I hope all is well with you, Tyra. I hope you're doing good, girl. I'm gonna come see you tonight. Are you gonna come see me? One of the other.
Come on with it. Loving that. Appreciate them oldies, girl. Appreciate you hopping in here. And shout out to my man Jay Reddy said, hey, he's a white QB in New York. They riding with him. There's no reason for him to get with Trump. in that way unless he rock with Trump. That's a person's choice, but so is anybody's response. And to your point, like exactly what you said, if they win, a lot of people gonna forget about that. But the people in that locker room ain't gonna forget about that. And the cats that he got to interact with on a daily ain't gonna forget about that.
Yeah,
they gonna feel it.
No.
And now they know. They might just sit there and be like, you know what? This is who you are. Don't come over here no more. We can vibe, we can win, we can do whatever, but don't come over here and try to act like we besties no more. Don't do these dances. Don't do all that. You just go over there and you will high five. You rock with your other dudes or whatever. But we're not doing that anymore, man. And that's
gonna be a problem, bro. That's gonna be a problem, bro. That's gonna make people feel away, man. Like, because now it's but it's me, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be some conflict based on it. And I can't wait to see it. I really can't wait to see it. When you think about it, the Giants only had one black quarterback that I can think of, Tyrod Taylor. You know what I'm saying? But when I think about it, they all Trump supporters. Phil Simms, Eli Manning, you know what I'm saying? And here we are with Jackson, you know? So
come on.
So I mean, that's the thing about politics, bro. Everybody ain't gonna choose the same thing. Everybody ain't gonna be on the same side at all.
There you go. But look, let me time out real quick. Cause Tyra's in his comments. She said 9 forgot about me, but that's cool. 9 ain't forget about you, girl.
Crazy. That's crazy. 9 the one talking about it. 9 was wondering where you was at on Wednesday, sending out APBs and what Tyra at P Lady tell me about Tyra. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. I'm the bad guy. That's cool. You better not go ghost on stage next Wednesday. I'll tell you that much. And they had a whole situation for you.
She said she's been working on her album. Oh, okay. We might need to get you on here to get that mic.
I don't care. Next Wednesday, you better go listen to Sage because she had a whole thing for you. You understand me? You feel me? She had a whole rundown just for you, a segment on the women's only panel just for you. You know what I'm saying? So don't you be ghosting us like that no more.
Come on.
I digress. I'm sorry. I love you.
You get it. You get it. She said she was asleep. She missed it, but she said, I got y'all. All right. We gonna remind you.
Do like the morning show and wake your ass up. Okay, I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
Yo. Yeah. So hey, now you right on it with it, man. And at the end of the day, man, you know, in that locker room, look, we not sitting here acting like there ain't already supporters in that locker room. So somebody on Twitch is watching. He said, do you see a similarity between Dart not reading the room with his Trump support and Kevin Hart not reading the room with his roast by letting some of those jokes fly? That's interesting.
Okay, so here's the difference, right? Because if you go back to Tom Brady's roast, one of them ugly little white boys was joking him too hard, and Tom got up there and said, "Hey man, don't you say this shit no more." And they picked it up on his mic, and he shut up. He stopped. He stopped that. And you know what I'm saying? And I feel like Kevin Hart could have easily. I say, bro, not on George, bro. Hold on George. That's all he had to say. You know what I'm talking about? But he sat there and ha he, and then go on the Breakfast Club. Oh, but the bag. Dave Chappelle wasn't worried about no bag.
Come on.
And he still got it. You understand what I'm saying? Cat Williams ain't worried about no bag. And he still got it. And he ended up going up there just to make it seem like, yo, we cool, everything good. And the same thing he joked about with Flavor Flav, you turn around and do the exact same thing, and you black.
Come on.
Jackson Dart ain't black.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart ain't in it. Like Sunday football ain't no political forum. It's time for us to put that aside, root for your team, win or lose, turn up. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't feel like it's the same vibes. I feel like Kevin Hart really let down, but I don't think he cares neither. But I feel like he really let down people who honestly still rock with him, even though he choose the roles that Cat Williams throw away because they disrespectful to manhood in a lot of cases. He threw away because they disrespectful to black men in a lot of cases. He threw them away because it just ain't really that funny. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that O Jackson should just do what Abdul said, man. Stand on it. You did it. You chose it. That's your boy. All right, we know who you voting for. You ain't gotta apologize. Hey man, but don't hit that W no more. You bet not scuba. I'm gonna throw this damn water bottle at you. You scuba. I swear. We gonna have. I can't wait, man. We got a lot to see next year. Like if we go down the what to see next year list, it's a lot to talk about.
Because I ain't letting this die that easy. I ain't letting that die that easy. He said, J-Red said, it up for the rest of the time, and they teammates. And then he said, but here's the thing at the end of the day, who's getting traded, and we already know if it's between the two of them, we know what management looks like. We know how the people are already talking about one of these cats, and it's not going to be Jackson. Jackson ain't gonna get traded because he the face.
But you know, New York got a history of dumbass trades. It's a nigga named Daniel Jones that they traded, and even though he broke his knee all up, he went undefeated for.
Hold up, they paid him first, and they traded Saquon. They let Saquon go for the. That's to your point.
That was my next point. That was gonna be my next point. Actually, you know what I'm saying? I was literally about to say Saquon Barkley next. You know what I'm saying? They have a way of getting rid of their talent. Amari Bradshaw. You know what I'm saying? We can do this. We can talk about people that they get rid of. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. That might be good for Abdul Carter because the Giants defense is at the bottom half of the league. You know what I'm saying? I would rank them somewhere between 17 and maybe 20, 25. I can name I think I can name 17 defenses that I'd much rather have than the New York Giants. You know what I'm saying? And so maybe this is his blessing. This maybe you don't want to be there. Maybe what he just did, Jackson Dart. It's another kid there that's coming back from injury. What's the receiver name? Big Tom
Malik Neighbors. Yes.
How does he feel about this? You know what I'm saying? If you wanna be Donald Trump, Neighbors ain't signed. He got hurt for his big time deal, so he picked up his option. Well, they picked up his option. So he really next year, you know what I'm saying? I can rock out, but either trade me or I catch y'all later. I'm not playing with no Trump supporters. And see, you know what I'm saying? So now you got to find a whole team that voted for Trump. You know what I'm saying? How does that work?
Right. And see that, and the reason why I love that point, because where did Neighbors play college ball at? LSU.
I know you know.
Yeah, LSU. And we already know what they're doing in Louisiana. So he in the South, he already know how it operate. And I think a lot of people are gonna sit here and they try to give a lot of people on that side of Jackson Dart, what's wrong with it? He can believe whatever he wants to believe politically. He can, and look at Abdul Carter saying this and saying that. We gotta let's break this thing down real quick. Let's go back to draft night. Okay. They had an issue with Abdul Carter because his nickname is Incredible. So he had that chain that had Incredible on it. They was trying to talk about, it was some Muslim chain or something like that, which was already BS. Yeah. His whole family was in the burqa, the full garbs and the whole thing. So they already had an issue with that. Who was the first group that Trump went after in his first presidency? The Muslims.
Those guys.
Yeah,
those people. Yeah.
So he already this ain't just he getting up. What they say is panties in the Muslim. No, this directly affects him and his family, his whole crew, and y'all are sitting here acting like this is just nothing. This is not a big deal, and that's where I'm sitting here like, man, read the room, yes, but take a minute to actually care about what these people are. That's how I know. If you ain't running the ball, the minute you can't run the ball, the minute you can't tackle, you can't do this and do that, they'll throw you out the door and they'll replace you with somebody else. They don't even care. They not concerned with
I'm
it.
gonna keep it real with you. Tom Coughlin would never let this go down.
No. Mm-mm.
No. And I think because Harbaugh's there, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Harbaugh is the one that told him, hey man, yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like do that. Like it was a little dissension in Baltimore. You know, it was a little disagreement between Big Time Lamar and the coach. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what they doing, man. I feel like politics is starting to understand, hey, it's more people that be at these games, that be at the polls. You know, I looked at the Texas Al Green versus, I forgot the other dude name, for the Democrat runoff. And in total, it may have been 50,000 people voted. At Houston Texans at NRG Stadium.
Speak on it.
When the Cowboys come to town, it's at least 130,000 people.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So why not take over? Why not take over one of the most polarizing teams in the league, one of the most Hollywood teams in the league, the New York Giants? Trump's from New York. You know what I'm saying? That's where he made majority of his money. Why not? You know what I mean? And now you got the quarterback introducing him. Now you got people. If 10,000 people come from the football field to vote, that's a job well done for them.
Right. And so that's why they sitting there and they really trying to pander to them ones.
Yeah.
That's why as soon as Jackson Dart came out there, what did he do? He said, hey, I need y'all all to say, go Big Blue, go Big Blue. So these are the ones that I can reach and I'll get them in. They knew what they was doing. They knew what they were doing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think I'm feeling more frustrated just by the fact that I could care less. I mean, dude's from Seattle, Washington. Dude played at Ole Miss. You know what I mean? Like Mississippi. Like, so we already know you kind of okay with some things, right? But I think I'm more, my issue is more with the whole Scuba and the whole, you know what I'm saying? Because he went out of his way to try to sit here and assimilate and try to get with us. And now all of a sudden it's just whatever. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to do my thing. And look, to each his own. Now we know. Now the cat's out the bag. And like you said, it could be this whole big thing with them trying to bring in, make the New York Giants and New York Trumps, because we know Trump has been doing his best to put his name on everything. All my DC people, all my Virginia people know he went to the Kennedy Center. Dagging here to face that joint and put his name on the Kennedy Center. Now the whole daggone thing is shut down. They said it's under construction, but really it's because all the bands and all those groups and performances, they backed out once he did that. So we already know and I don't know that this might be breaking news for you. I don't know if you heard. I was just listening. He trying to go into the treasury. He trying to make a $250 bill with his face on it. So.
No, that doesn't shock me at all, bro. That doesn't shock me.
Nah, that's who he is. But look, and again, with him, with his diehards, all of them people, and if that's what Jackson is, to each his own. There's a lot of people that won for Obama, and I was a big fan of Obama. So I understand. You can believe and go for whoever. I think this is personally different because Trump he tells you exactly who he is. He tells you exactly what he's doing, and he has made a point to come after certain groups, and certain of them look a little bit like us, a lot like us, if I'm being really honest with you. My issue is not
all of them. Yeah.
Well, but my issue what I really have a big problem with is some of these other cats going at, and especially for me because I'm a diehard football fan and I love the history of the game, man. But when I heard this, man, Boomer Esiason, and I sent you that clip from what they did on the show. And Boomer Esiason came out and wanted to speak out for it. I'm going to share that clip real quick, and we're going to speak on it because this had me hot, bro. I was ticked off. Let me show you what he said.
It was a real error on the part of Abdul Carter, not on the part of Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart was asked to do something, to introduce the president of the United States. How many people get an opportunity to do something like that, regardless of who the president is? You may have hated Barack Obama. You may have hated Joe Biden. And some guys didn't want to go to the White House because they didn't like those presidents, just like other guys didn't want to go to the White House because they didn't like President Trump. But to put this out like a child on social media is ridiculous. And then when I heard, we spoke man to man. Yeah, there was only one man on that call, and that was Jackson Dart. You were a man who was late to meetings. You were a man who didn't live up to your draft choice. You're a man who wanted to wear number 56. And by the way, your idol, number 56, has introduced Donald Trump numerous times. So I don't want to hear this. So he made another just boneheaded error by going to social media.
Man, speak on that, man, because
Are you surprised? Are you surprised? Are you surprised that Boomer, his name's Boomer? Are you surprised that Boomer Esiason, who played quarterback in the 70s, moving into the 80s, are you really surprised, bro? You're not. You can't be surprised. Are you surprised of his language? He was like, "Oh, the only man," but he really wanted to say "boy."
He did. He
really wanted to throw that B word, and I ain't talking about the female dog, but how they used to talk about us. Come here, boy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, boy. Then go get this, boy. Boy, I'm about to whoop this. Yeah, he had that vibes, and I'm not surprised. Boomer is voting for Trump again. Where Trump is moving himself into a space where they rarely talk politics. They said when Obama was inaugurated for the first time, which was in January, or was it February? It was somewhere in that time where Super Bowl was happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they reported it on the news. I mean, on the sports thing, on the pregame shows that they normally do, and then they dropped it, and that was it. But it's a different agenda, bro. It's a different agenda when you have all these black people, because this redistricting in the South, we ain't taking that lately. We ain't out here like, okay, well, we just gonna switch. That's not happening. Like, folks is outside in Houston, Texas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We going to them polls. Al Green sat there with his cane and, hey man, you're making the taxes go too high and gas shouldn't be that. But you gave them the green light the first time. But then it got outrageous, and now you gotta save face. But you signed off on it the first time. We as people are looking. There's more color than has ever been in these races.
Yep.
There's more youth than has ever been in these races, bro.
Yes.
And these old white folks. These old masses, you know what I'm saying? They trying, bro. They trying their hard. They trying their hardest to, do what he just did. So I'm not shocked, bro. I'm not shocked that I'm not like, oh my God, I'm not taking back what's over.
And look, and you're right, man. I shouldn't be. When you said his name is Boomer, duh, right? And it's the same thing with Jackson. Duh. I mean, I should know these things. I know that's on me.
You should know that.
I know that, man. I know that. But to your point, I saw exactly what you were saying when he said, there was only one man, and it's funny because he said, when Obama was there and Biden, those ain't the only two presidents that people had an issue with. Let's go back to the Bushes. People had an issue with the Bushes. Why aren't we bringing that up? Exactly what you were saying. He put himself out there. He told you what he was saying, where he was affiliated, without telling you exactly where he was affiliated. My issue, I was a Boomer fan back in the day. When the first little poster I got was
that assimilation that we've been talking about this whole conversation. Now you was a fan, and now he let you down. But I'm telling you, he been that the whole time. He ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed, bro. He been that guy this whole time when he was throwing touchdowns and while he retired.
Man, you right, bro. Yo, you right. Yo, J Red said his feelings are wrong, but Carter could have and should have talked to Jackson first and left it at that. You know what? I'm gonna be honest, J Red. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I can agree that he potentially should have talked to him. I don't agree that he shouldn't have said nothing though, because for me, I'm gonna speak on it because and it's different. I think because of the fact that you add the Muslim part to it, because once you add that part to it, that is somebody that Trump was open about. At least with us, he's talking codes. He kind of, that's a good one over there. Some of them are not so good. Like he kind of says some of that. With the Muslim, he said, I'm banning them. I don't want them in my country. He's directly affiliated with that. So that is somewhere where I'm kind of like, yeah, maybe he might have been getting pushed from not just his own personal standpoint, but he might have family saying, you need to speak up for it. Might be a time such as this, man. I think and we all know where he's staying, but seriously,
I think that I think he did talk to him. That's what they was talking about in the first interview you showed. Hey, we sit next to each other. We talk to each other. I feel like they do have conversations. I don't feel like he ain't say nothing to him. I also feel like this is bigger than football. If somebody was to come here and start prosecuting Christians, then it'll be a lot of Christians speaking out. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But because we're majority Christians, the minority is saying, hey, I don't like this. This is something that's a problem. And now it's like, oh, you should have talked to him. I'm sure he spoke with him as a Muslim man. Hey, bro, he's persecuting my people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not just here, but across that water where we originally, or where we're known to be, rather. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So,
I don't disagree with you, DJ, but I will say, sometimes you got to say things out loud, bro. Sometimes you got to address the issue out loud, because quiet conversations stay quiet. Yeah. And sometimes, if me and Jackson Dart was hanging out and he dropped the N-bomb, wouldn't you not want to know he did that?
Right.
Or should I keep it quiet and not say nothing to nobody?
I'm with you on that. Yo, real quick, this guy, yo, bro, just want to show real love in your stream because you genuinely got crazy potential. I love to connect with you and this Twitch streamer who pulls up thousands of live viewers, over 3 million followers. He actually helps small creators grow the right way with real viewers, active chat, loyal supporters who sub, gift, and donate. If you're interested, Adam. Yo, appreciate the love, man. If you really with it, man, hit me up on the back end, man. We'll discuss that for sure.
After this show, we gotta talk, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we gotta talk.
Yeah.
But that was good.
Yeah. That was dope. So all right, no, and that's the thing. That's kind of my position. Real talk is I definitely agree that there is man to man. You have that conversation and you get into that, but bro, if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. And sometimes silence, in a lot of people's mind, it equates agreement, or you're complicit. You know what I mean? I gotta say it, and if I'm gonna be the one that has to fall on my sword, and I gotta go down, well, we're gonna do that, because at the end of the day, and I know J Red, I know where you stand, I know now where you stand. We all gotta account for what we have done or did not do when we meet our maker.
Sure.
And when we come to that spot, I'm gonna say this wasn't right, and I stood my ground on it. You know what I mean? And damn what the backlash of the media and the public and all that stuff. Because he even said, if you deny me, in front of them, I'm gonna deny you in front of him. Like we got to come out and speak on it, because it's not right. It wasn't right. And a lot of these people, the problem with a lot of the people that are defending Jackson is they are minimizing the issues that we deal with. They're minimizing, a lot of the stuff that we're saying. This is an issue. Colin Kaepernick, and we got to bring him up in this conversation, because the NFL, one of the biggest businesses in America, in the world, literally blackballed this man for his stance on police brutality, something that's been happening since the invention of the police, of the patrols, of all of that stuff.
That's what it is. That's
So,
what it is. Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
And
Like,
I also want to say this, bro.
yeah.
I also want to say this. I hate to cut you off, but
Oh,
what's
yeah.
that boy that coached at Indiana? Is it Phil Knight?
Yeah.
It's not like
Oh, no,
Abdul talk like him.
Right.
What was his name? Bobby Knight.
Bobby Knight.
Something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know, Abdul wasn't talking like Bobby. Bobby talked reckless, bro,
Come on.
about his
Come on.
own players.
Come on.
You feel me?
Hitting them.
Abdul just said, hey man, I wasn't feeling that, and we talked about it. And I don't think that's disrespectful, man, because again, it's bigger than football. You can't put a dollar sign to one spiritual beliefs, man.
Right.
You just can't.
Right.
I don't care how much money you believe, how much money you make. If the NFL moves against Abdul Carter's spiritual beliefs, I do believe he'll put it down, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If the NFL, and this is the if, I'm not saying this is happening, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I'm just using it as an example. But in Las Vegas, if they called it Satan Stadium, who not gonna be there?
Come on.
And I'm talking about the players. I'm talking about the players. Like, I feel like a lot of them cats, man, I can't do that. Nah, you keep it. I retire. I don't want it no more. I can't play at Satan Stadium.
Right.
So we also gotta, and I'm not saying nobody wrong for feeling how they feel about what's going on, because everybody entitled to their individual feelings. But I don't think that Abdul did too much. I feel like, hey man, this is real. This is what's going on. That's how he felt, and that's what he said.
There it is. But as we know, there's always been a double standard, because they can get away with being on Access Hollywood saying I grabbed him by the kitty cat. They can get away with saying I like the poorly educated, or that the military and those that got captured are suckers and losers. They can get away with that. But the minute we say anything, all of a sudden,
or do anything. Ray Rice.
Come on.
Ray Rice. Kareem Hunt. You know what I'm saying? We can go down the list.
We done.
What's his name? Josh Gordon. You know what I'm saying?
We're smoking a little bit. We done.
For the year. Yeah, done. Cooked, fried, laid to the side, all that. Yeah, I feel you.
It's nasty work, man. It's nasty work. But to some degree, and I think the points we've all made is know what you're dealing with, because we already know the situation. We already know Jackson Dart can do these things because he's afforded that because of the pigmentation. Let's be honest with it. We already know, he got the bag for it, whatever. They're going to sit here and torch Abdul Carter for speaking his mind. This country was built on people speaking their mind, except for us. So, and the overall thing is, if the Giants win, then people are going to sit there and be like,
nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
And we again, it's a lot of stuff to be added to what we gonna see. CJ Stroud, we gonna see about him. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see about them Giants. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see if Kyler Murray don't do something in the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see if Josh Allen can make something happen with DJ Moore. Now he got to actually. It's a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah.
But let them G-men take some losses early in the season.
Come on.
That's gonna be one of the first things.
Yeah.
That we discuss, bro. Keep athletes off the political stages until they retire. Yes, LT introduced Trump because he was old, he ain't had no money, and he needed it. You understand what I'm saying? Because the NFL treat their legends like crap if you ain't out here making real moves for yourself. If you ain't out here with no business acumen, the NFL don't give two flying what's about you, bro. They don't care about you. They never do. They never will. If you ain't bringing the gross and no dollars, then sometimes you might gotta go introduce Trump because you're hungry.
There you go.
And that's just it is what it is, man.
And we gonna rock it right there because that's facts. That is absolute facts. That come on, man. You hit it. You hit it on the head. You hit it on the head. But look, we ain't gonna end it on a negative note. So we're gonna take a quick breather. Gotta shout out my guy Anton Benton, Awesome Artisans. He does great work. Definitely check out this commercial. And we're gonna end the show with a little bit of a pep talk. 9, if you can pull a little scripture out there, we definitely gonna try to end it with some inspiration.
I got my Bible. You should have told me that earlier, man.
Oh, my bad.
You got the scripture today, bro. You be having them off the top of your head.
No, we'll hit it with inspiration. Just give them a little quick word.
Okay.
But you can think about it when we get this commercial. You good. You good. My bad. Sure. My bad. That's all y'all feel bad.
We had a whole pre-meeting. You could have said, hey, bro, go get your... It's cool, man. This is our first time. We gonna get it together. We gonna get it together. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, all right.
Bun gonna be up here soon too. Shout out my boy Bun, man.
Yes. We got. Matter of fact, when we get off of this, we'll talk after this, but we gotta send that to him too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. We'll be right back.
Sure.
Hello, ladies and gents. It's Anton, your local awesome artist. Just here to let you know it's summertime. Projects need to get done. Are you being lazy on them? So if you got indoor projects, outdoor projects, like this pergola here, just got painted. Call me, I'll have your job done. See you later.
Yeah, buddy. Yo, it's your boy Sean Spencer. We're here. It's Let's Talk Football. We talking it. You see my guy over there, 9 the poet, and you know it. We always end the show with something positive. We want to take y'all out the right way. So I'm going to start with it, something that's real inspirational. Ladies and gentlemen, man, when you got people that are around you, a lot of times we sit here and we get into our own heads and we try to stay closed off, stay in our, our rooms, our closets, or whatever, and don't want to say nothing to nobody. And sometimes that is the thing that's holding you from your breakthrough. You need to, if you got people around you, you got to go out there and you got to come out of yourself, be vulnerable, talk to your people, because why else are they around you if not to help you out? And I'm not sitting here saying you tell everything to everybody. No, I have a close-knit group. My guy J Red, my guy 9 over here, you know what I'm saying? My homegirl Janae. I only got a couple people I rock with. You know what I mean? I bring my stuff to them because I know they got my best interest at heart. That is what keeps us going. When you're in those dark times, when you're in those times where you living up here and you going in circles, that's when you got to sit here and rely on those people close to you. But if you don't reach out, if you don't sit here and open up, man, you're gonna stay down there. And then who's to blame for that? You. And listen, I understand. A lot of times we in this thought, we're like, man, they don't want to hear us. They don't want to blah, blah, blah. But why else are they your people if they can't sit here and you can't try to rely on them when you need them, man? So I had a situation. I ain't going to get too much in detail. I've been talking to 9 about it where, I was kind of in my feelings about certain things, this and that. And between 9, our guy Vaughn, that we're gonna try to get on here next time, my people's J Red, a lot of these cats I rap with, and a lot of them sat there and said, stop beating yourself up, sit here, take it one step at a time, reach out, do what you need to do. I was extremely blessed today. Y'all saw the song we put out that came out yesterday and all that stuff that we did. And I had more of a conversation with it today. So you got to, if you got people around you, it's not a mistake, bro. Sit there, take your time, reach out to them. Because you never know. That might be the one thing that's in between you and your breakthrough. So that's where we at, man. Now, what you got, man?
Yeah. Say, man, gas in Houston, Texas is $4.17 in the expensive part of time. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine in New York or in LA where gas is. You know what I'm saying? My brother got a newborn and he got to feed the baby the big jug of formula, $52. You know what I'm saying? For one jug, bro. $52 for one jug, bro. You know what I'm saying? Light bills going up 20%. You know what I'm saying? The same gas you put in the car, same gas you use to heat your house, run the drive, cook food with, that's going up. You know what I'm saying? All that is true, but it could be worse because you could be ugly. And if you is ugly, you know what I'm saying? Make dog, I'm trying to tell you. If you is ugly, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you working so it's just outward, and make sure your inner, you know what I'm saying, is right, bro. Cause hey man, it can get bad for real.
You ain't lying. That's why I like my man Don. Yo, he hilarious. Let's go. Yo, hey, ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all hopping in here with us, man. All y'all that jumped in, J Red, Sammy, Tyra was in the comments, Zemo, all them cats, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. We chopped it up today, man, and I couldn't be happier, my guy. So we are definitely gonna get back with you because, hey, Game 7, I believe that's tomorrow night, right? If I'm not mistaken, of the Western Conference.
That's what we need to talk to Vaughn about, man. It's time. Vaughn is your time, man. Right. I feel like you should get every game that's played up here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you are on the beat. You're outside. You are our New York correspondent. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Send that damn Galaxy.
There it is.
You feel me? Should be going up.
There it is.
So yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, man. That's my vote. That's my vote.
We calling you out, my guy. You are about to be an on the street reporter in New York. You got the eye on the streets. You can talk to the people, man. You got it. There it is. So we calling you, Vaughn, man. We need to get you on here to do it and definitely talk this series. Jump back in with us, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back, man. But in the meantime, and in between time, you can check out my guy right here. This is Nine the Poet right here, okay? He got them smooth words, ladies. He got them jumps to make the panties hit the floor. Come on with it, boy.
Do all right. You feel me? Don't tell him that, because then we're gonna be like, drink some water. You know what I'm saying? You got him smiling. Chill, bro. I got the poems that'll make you think. You know what I'm saying? I got the poems, about Black Power. You know what I'm saying? I got a plethora. I got more than just, I don't.
Come on. Now, when you sat there, when you sat there and said, "Yo, I lift you up so you can hold me down," oh, I was like, man, let's go. I can dig it. Yo, but look, man. We gotta get out of here, man. We gotta talk business, and we gotta definitely get our man Vons on here and Sage too, man. Because women, we ain't gonna leave you out, man. The men, we gonna chop it up, but women, we got somebody that could really help y'all. Women's Wednesdays, y'all need to really get with Sage on TikTok. And my guy Vaughn, or my guy Nine, what are you going on later on TikTok tonight?
I think so, bro. I got one call to make. I can call my business partner and be like, "Say, man, send me that bread. I need that bread." You know what I'm saying? But then after that, you know what I'm saying? After that, I might go to the store, and then after that, I need to go live. I ain't go live none today. I've been working, so you know what I'm saying. I need to tap in with the people, get at least put some hours on the board, see if I can get somebody to send the damn Galaxy. You know what I'm saying? I need that. Like, I need to breathe, man. Where is that?
Come
on. So we'll talk about that. But I digress. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so that's my man Nine. It's your boy Sean. We out of here, my people. We'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace, my guys. Yeah, have a good night.